Functional groups. Objective: identify and name organic compounds with various functional groups. What are functional groups? Functional groups are atoms or group of atoms that replace one or more hydrogen atom in a hydrocarbon. The functional groups give the compounds distinctive physical and chemical properties. Some examples of functional groups are halide, alcohol, ether, aldehyde, ketone, organic acid, ester, amine, amide, and amino acid. What are organic halides? When a halogen, such as fluorine, chlorine, bromine, or iodine, replaces a hydrogen atom in an alkane, the compound is called an organic halide or a halocarbon. When we name these compounds, the number and location of the halides are included in the names. For example, the chlorine is located on the second carbon, so it is named 2-chloropropane. Given this formula, what is the IUPAC name of this compound? Here, there are 7 carbon atoms in the chain, and numbering from right to left, the 2-chlorine are in the second carbon. Therefore, it is called 2,2-dichloroheptane. What are alcohols? An alcohol forms when one or more hydrogen atom of a hydrocarbon is replaced by an OH group. When we name these compounds, the final E of the alkane, the parent, is dropped and OL is added. A number when necessary indicates which carbon on the parent chain the OH group is attached to. In this example, the OH is attached to the first carbon, numbering from right to left. Therefore, we will name this compound 1-propanol. What are ethers? Ethers are organic compounds in which 2 alkyl groups are joined by an oxygen atom. When we name these, the branches are usually named in alphabetical order. For example, the methyl and the ethyl will be named alphabetically: ethyl, methyl, ether. What are aldehydes? A carbonyl group is formed when an oxygen is attached to a carbon chain by a double covalent bond. When the oxygen is at the end, it is classified as an aldehyde. When we name these, the final E of the parent alkane is dropped and Al is added. For example, in this 3-carbon aldehyde, it is called propanol. A number is not required because the double bond O will always be at an end. Additionally, in the condensed structural formula, an aldehyde ends in CHO. What are ketones? A ketone is formed when the carbonyl group is found on an interior carbon atom that is attached to 2 other carbon atoms. When we name these, the final E is dropped and ONE is added. A number usually indicates where the carbonyl group is attached to the parent chain. In this example, there are 5 carbons and the double bond O is attached to the second carbon, numbering from left to right. It is called 2-pentanone. What are organic acids? An organic acid contains a carboxyl group, COOH. When we name these, the final E is dropped and OIC acid is added. In this example, we can identify an organic acid functional group as C-double-bond-O to an OH. There are 3 carbons, so it is called propanoic acid. What are esters? Organic compounds with a general formula RCOOR', where R and R' are hydrocarbons, are known as esters. When we name these compounds, the carbon chain with a double bonded oxygen, the final E is dropped and OAT is added, while the carbon chain with a single bonded oxygen is the alkyl group and is usually written in front. In this example, the C-double-bond-O has 3 carbons in that chain, so it is called propanoate, while the alkyl group has one carbon and is known as methyl, and that is written in front. So the name of this compound is methyl propanoate. Additionally, it can be written in a condensed structural formula as CH3CH2COOCH3. What are amines? An amine is formed when one or more hydrogen atom of ammonia, NH3, replaces an alkyl group. In this example, when we're naming them, the final E is dropped and amine is added. A number indicates the location of NH2 on the parent chain. In this example, our NH2 is located on carbon 1. Therefore, it is called 1-propanamine. What are amides? An amide results when the hydrogen atom of the amino group reacts with the OH of an organic acid, resulting in a condensation reaction producing water and an amide. When we're naming these compounds, the final E is dropped and amide is added. In this example, it is called propanamide. What are amino acids? An amino acid contains a carboxyl group, COOH, and an amine group, NH2. The amine group is attached to the carbon atom that is right next to the acid group. The rest of the molecule can be represented by R, which indicates the side chain. In these examples, R is H to represent glycine and R is CH3 to represent alanine.